ankylosing spondylitis affects the way I live my life tremendously. I wish I could say that it doesn't. Even now, with so much more health and ability than I've ever had in the 8 years that I've had this disease, it still is a huge part of my life. It affects my life practically in that I am very dependent on medications to be okay. Even in a given day, I take pain medication, I take anti-inflammatories, and then throughout the week and then month, I also have to take shots and infusions that really keep my body moving and going and keep my disease in check. And that's no small thing. Like remembering to take your medication, but then also dealing with the side effects of medication is really difficult. Another way AS affects my life is psychologically. It's really hard to wake up every single day for 8 years in pain. I haven't had one day that I'm not in pain. And that is hard on your soul. Like you can't, we weren't made to just wake up and hurt you. So it can affect you psychologically for sure. It can be pretty depressing when you're in a flare up that's long, extended, even short. The disease can go back and forth in severity pretty quickly. So the jumping back and forth between some days being really well and being able to do whatever I want, and the next day maybe having to lay on my couch for half the day, that can be hard to grapple with and understand. So there's a lot of being flexible that's required in my life because of having AS. And it affects my relationships because I have to make decisions with my health in mind more than the average person my age. And sometimes that means saying no to going out. Sometimes that means last minute having to change my plans, and that can be flaky or perceived as flaky. And so it can affect your friendships. But I think AS also really gives me perspective and makes me soak up the good things in my life. Sometimes you don't get to have quite as much, you don't get to be well every single day. And so the days that you are, you might really treasure them and take advantage of them because of knowing how limited they can be.